In life, there's right and wrong. About a month ago, I made this take on the LA Clippers after the James Harden trade. For those of y'all that don't know, James Harden, he was traded to the LA Clippers. And ever since the trade, the Clippers have been 0-4. From day one, I did not think this would be a good fit. You got too many stars with only one basketball. For the Clippers and Ty Lue, I mean, you have to figure something out quick. Whenever it comes to James Harden, this will be his third team that he forced himself to.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
I have to talk about the Los Angeles Clippers.
Oh, call declined. Embarrassing. Call
I mean, we can't be right all the time, right?
Is it too late now to say sorry?
All right, man. So, one thing about me with this YouTube thing, if I'm right, I'm right, and if I'm wrong, man. And whenever it came to the LA Clippers, I was wrong about a couple things, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was wrong about a couple things. First things first, James Harden. James Harden, he has been playing great, averaging around 17 points per game, about 7 assists per game, shooting roughly, 46% from the field. Those are decent numbers. And the LA Clippers, man, they actually been winning plenty of games. Out of their last 10 games, they won 8 of them. They're 19-12 for the year, number 4 in the West. So they've been looking great, man. They actually figured their roster situation out. And in the last video that I made discussing this topic about James Harden whenever he first went to the Clippers, I mentioned that somebody is going to have to come off the bench. With the Clippers, I just don't see this working without one of those 4 players that I mentioned earlier taking a very big sacrifice and coming off with the second unit. Most likely that player is going to be Westbrook. Whenever that losing streak was going on, Westbrook was the one that made the sacrifice and made the decision to come off the bench. Coach Ty Lue, he didn't have to do that, which kudos to Westbrook for doing that, because nobody want to sit a former MVP down on the bench that is still productive. If you look at Westbrook's stats this year, I mean, with him coming off the bench, they are a little bit on the low end, probably the lowest in his career, averaging 11 points per game, about 5 rebounds per game. His assist numbers are down. Everything is down, but whenever you inflate everything to, 36 minutes per game, you have decent looking stats, 17 points per game, 7 assists per game. So, his production is down just due to him not really getting the minutes, with him being the 6th man coming off the bench. As far as James Harden go, man, he proved me wrong time and time again, man. This dude, he reminds us. He reminds us why he is one of the best producers to ever lace them up. If you want points, he could give you points. He could go off of 38 on a random night. He's one of the best facilitators in basketball. He's great at getting to the free throw line. He has swallowed his pride. And if you look at the stats, man, like, he is the legit 3rd option for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is that guy, man. Kawhi Leonard has been playing out of his mind. I think Kawhi Leonard is playing at a top 10 player level right now. This guy, and I actually had the pleasure of watching Kawhi Leonard in person, man. And whenever I tell you this dude here, he's unguardable. He's unguardable. Mid-range fadeaway, out the post, don't matter who's on him. I think the only player that could probably guard him in the paint area, in the mid-range area, is probably Victor Wembanyama. And I think he'll probably have a hard time. Like, Kawhi Leonard, he has been super efficient. I think he's shooting too low. 52% from the field. And he's averaging around 24 points per game, man. So this dude, Kawhi Leonard, like, he's back on that top tier level in which he was playing in Toronto with. Very solid. He's not going to wow you with his flashy plays, but he's just going to give you good, consistent buckets. Paul George. He's Paul George, man. He's, going to give you 20 plus points per game. I think he's shooting 46% from the field, 22 points per game. So you know, he's gonna be himself. With the Clippers, man, I must say, man, they made a fool out of me. Not gonna lie to you. It took me a while to make this video. I just kind of had to sit back and watch, man. I actually wanted to make this video, I'll say about a week and a half ago, man. I kind of drug myself to get to this point, man. I had to check them out in person, man. I actually went out to Dallas. I watched the Mavericks versus the Clippers game. I watched how, you know, Luka kind of had an off night that night, but like I seen like those guys get up by 18 points. Norman Powell's been playing great. The Clippers actually have some depth. To say they gave away a lot to get James Harden, they still got some depth. You know, you still got Zubac, Powell been playing great. So, you know, you still have a little bit of depth there. And the Clippers, if they could stay healthy, that's one of the teams that I do not want to see come postseason time, especially with us, the Lakers, looking pretty bad. Just lost on New Year's Eve night against the Pelicans, got beat by 20, and it looks like it's trouble in paradise. LeBron, he walked off. He didn't shake no hands, didn't dap nobody off, but that's neither here or there. I'm getting a little bit off topic here, man, because this is my formal apology, man, to Clippers Nation. I apologize. I was wrong. James Harden, I was wrong. I was wrong. I said it wasn't gonna work, which I did give some options on why it would work. So, I mean, technically, I'm not wrong. I don't know, man. Go ahead, watch that video, man. Watch the video right here, man. I'm put it right here. Check it out. If you feel like I was wrong, man, go ahead, come back to this video and comment, man. John, you was dead wrong, bro. Even though I did list some things. You know, hey, anyway, appreciate you watching. Love you. Peace.